Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Epco DP422-PB. This is a finger pull, is what they call this. This is a piece of cast brass. This might be called a recessed ring pull as well. The term recessed is generally used, ring pull is used. This can be applied in different applications. You might be looking to pull something open and swing. You might be installing it horizontally where you want to lift something that's quite light. Whatever the case might be or how you're going to apply it. It's an item, it's a piece of equipment that's used when you specifically want a flush condition, and that's indeed what this is. I don't ever see these installed where they're not flush, meaning they've not mortised the thickness of the faceplate and then just kind of surface mounted it or semi-recess mounted it. I always see them flush. Let's take some dimensional properties and we'll talk about why you might be looking at this. Overall height, according to my tape measure, it's 1.5 inches. The width, 1.25 inches. Overall depth, looks like it's about 3/8, maybe 5/16. It's going to include very tiny little screws, 4 by 1/2 maybe. They're definitely made of steel. That's not an awful thing. You don't want to get a surprise, although this is made of brass. Even that pin that's there is non-ferrous. You don't want to get a surprise with a very soft screw and you just shear that, thinking, not thinking enough about pre-drilling the hole correctly or having the best fitting screwdriver. Why are you looking at this? Let's talk about that now. If you are enjoying this video, please click thumbs up or like, and also please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's move on to the rest of the video. You're looking at this, it's most certainly because you're looking for a piece of hardware that's going to be flush. That's the only way that you would mount this. You want something that's elegant, that's concealed, that might just be matching something that was done previously. I've seen ring pulls like this on furniture. I've seen that installed on sewing machine cabinets and other types of applications of doors or panels that swing or lift or fold in some sort of direction. And that's likely why you're looking at this. And this video is really meant to bring you a closer visual and dimensional look. I can tell you that it has a nice finish. You can tell that it is solid brass. It has a warm feeling out here. Solid brass that's been polished with a lacquer that's applied. Inside there in the cup is just going to be what that mill brass is going to look like. Or when it's cast. They're not, I believe it's cast, yeah. They're not getting in there and trying to polish any of that at all. Matches the backside. Now, mortising this, it's going to be pretty easy. You're going to certainly, in my opinion, you're going to want to drill a hole with a Forstner bit. That will be the outside diameter of that cup. Let me put my caliper on it and see what that appears to be. And this is how I might approach it initially. That outside diameter of that is about 1.058. So about 1 1/16. I might get a Forstner bit and drill 1 1/16 right in this center line. And that will give me that circumference cut. Then I might just finish off by hand the part for the pin. Then I would probably route with a router and a very small diameter router bit what I would need for the faceplate, only to the thickness of the faceplate itself, which is about 0.096, about 3/32 of an inch. So these take a little bit of time, I suppose, to get them mortised correctly, unless, of course, you were going to make a template that would allow you to just do all of this in one operation with that router bit, then change the depth, a new template, or something that, depends on how you're going to do that. You might have an insert that will give you this. You pull the insert out, and then you can do this rectangle. I don't make a living as a carpenter or a finish carpenter, but I've mortised for lots of things. That might be how I would approach it. I like the Forstner bit idea because it's not very big, it's not very deep, and it's a very clean cut, allowing me to center that very well. You don't want that any larger because then you don't have a lot of margin on either side. Okay. And that's how I would do it. Very much pre-drill the holes. Depending on the species of lumber, you might be at about 85% drill bit size to the root diameter of the screw. If it's a hardwood, you might go with about 75% if it's a softwood. Let's switch to the screen view and let's take a closer look at the supporting information. If you are enjoying this video, please click thumbs up or like, and also please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's move on to the rest of the video. Here is the item that we are indeed looking at. Let's take a look at some photographs that we have here. The item outside of the packaging, a couple of close-up views. That's that warm texture that comes through. Looks a little antique brass here, but that's definitely a polished brass finish. Different view, side view, the ring pulled up. The backside, your screws that are there as well. Nice piece of hardware. Let's look at the extended description from the manufacturer. Cast brass, polished brass, the size, sold as each. When you buy one, we'll ship you one. A link to their catalog. The problem with the catalog at this time is it's the entire catalog, and we're working on creating a cut sheet only for the item that we're looking at. And hopefully by the time you're seeing this video, this cut sheet will be there and available. We're doing the DP422 in a PB polished brass. It's the smaller of the two rectangular versions they have, and you do occasionally see circular ones as well. I'll tell you where you see this hardware is in maritime or ship or boat applications. Space is at a tremendous premium in vessels, and you'll see recessed hardware like this very often. Non-ferrous base material is important as well. You might want to swap out brass screws in that sort of scenario if it mattered enough to you. Anyway, so that's the cut sheet. Now there's a link below this video, as seen here, to the manufacturer's page. From here we can pull up not only all of the Epco products that we sell by means of this horizontal navigation as seen here, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the most current product catalog. Let's wrap up this video on camera. If you are enjoying this video, please click thumbs up or like, and also please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's move on to the rest of the video. Okay, now the name Epco is quite synonymous with quality builders hardware like this. Very simple, straightforward, no-nonsense type of operation. You send them a PO and you generally have a tracking number a couple of days later, so they're really, really great about that. To them, for that, I say thank you. Any questions on the DP422 and a PB finish, or any other Epco product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up, please subscribe, and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.